Banjo Threeie, fiction or fact? Get everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel, Nintendo Down Under. Before we get started today's video, if you like what you see, please give the channel a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get stuck into it now. So, Banjo Threeie, fact or fiction? Let's break it down one bit at a time. In case you were living under a rock or you're new to my channel, Banjo-Kazooie was published for Nintendo by Rare in 1997, and bang, it just hit the gaming and Nintendo world by storm. When they were designing Banjo-Kazooie, and they had so much faith in Banjo-Kazooie that they were planning Banjo-Tooie, and once you complete Banjo-Kazooie, you will get to see a bit of a preview of Banjo-Tooie, and they speak about the game because they were always planning on making Banjo-Tooie. When they were designing Banjo-Tooie and writing out their mud map of all the different things they want to include in the game, they weren't thinking, we want to finish the Banjo franchise here. This is going to be the last one. It just wasn't that case, because at the end of Banjo-Tooie, again, spoiler alert, you will get to see the witch talk about how she will be returning Banjo Threeie. So it just shows Nintendo and Rare well, actually probably just Rare, were always planning on bringing out a Banjo Threeie. Now let's talk about Space World in 2000. If you didn't know, Space World in 2000 was an event hosted by Nintendo showing upcoming games and consoles for the Nintendo fans. We did believe at the time when Nintendo showed different clips of games that these games must be coming to the Nintendo GameCube. That never actually happened. There was a clip of Banjo-Kazooie running away from all of Gruntilda's different enemies from over the past two games. We never got a new Banjo game from that. But Nintendo went to Rare and said, hey Rare, we need you to showcase a little clip for our upcoming Nintendo GameCube showcase so we can show people what the Nintendo GameCube, what a Rare game would look like on our new Nintendo system. Rare decided to choose a Banjo clip. Now, why would they choose a Banjo clip if they weren't planning on making a new Banjo game? Why at the end of Banjo-Tooie, why would they talk about, I'll get you again in Banjo 3? Right there, that just points out that Nintendo or Rare, mainly Rare I would say, was definitely planning on bringing out a new Banjo-Kazooie game called Banjo Threeie. Now we fast forward to E3 2006. Rare dropped a teaser trailer of the bear and bird coming back. This was led to believe that here it is. Finally, Banjo Threeie, Xbox, Microsoft, Rare, they are making a true Banjo 3 for us to play. There's been rumored all the way back on the Nintendo GameCube showcase in Space World 2000. It did not end up being that. It ended up being Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which still receives mixed reviews today, and is definitely not one of my favorite games. And then we have Banjo X. Banjo X, for those of you that don't know, was meant to be a remaster remake with new mechanics added to the game and some new characters. You'll also get Wumbo from Banjo-Tooie, was meant to be in Kazooie, and as you go through Gruntilda's lair and go through the worlds and redo the Jiggy challenges, the characters learn and understand that you have defeated this character before, you have done this challenge before, and it changes the game, changes the outcome, and you're meant to have different sort of endings. That would have been really cool. Now this one here, that was fact, but this is more fiction, and my goodness, it's more of an urban legend, and I read this a couple of years ago, and I have spent hours and hours searching for this for my video, and I can't find it anywhere. So if anyone finds this fact or this tweet or that story wherever I read it, please let me know so I can add to my story and video here. But in Banjo X, as you go to Mad Monster Mansion, up the top in that bedroom where the chest is. Now that chest has always been a mystery. Why is there this overly large chest in Mad Monster Mansion up in Banjo-Kazooie? It just doesn't look like it belongs there. Some people have got cameras and mods into the game and realized there's absolutely nothing inside. It's just part of the furniture. But in Banjo X, there is meant to be a key or something to unlock that chest, and in that chest has the key and sort of preview and hint that Banjo 3 will exist into the future, but Banjo X never happened, and that's never happened. And I cannot find that quote for the life of me, so if anyone does, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm desperate to find that again. But how cool would that be as well? And in the last few years, Banjo and Kazooie have definitely received and got lots of momentum. With the Rare replay on the Microsoft Xbox, with Banjo Kazooie being added to the Smash roster, and Banjo Kazooie now coming to our Nintendo Switch, the momentum is growing. Hopes for a 3 is definitely slim, but definitely more of a chance these days. I don't think Rare will develop the game. Even though Rare have the rights to it, they really need to offload it to something like Playtonic. Playtonic has a lot of ex-Rare workers for them that worked on Banjo Kazooie that would love a chance to make a new Banjo game, but they do not have the rights to do it. So for me, the hope for a new Banjo 3 would definitely lie with them. And who knows, the people that now work with Playtonic might have been the ones that designed the concept of Banjo X, might have been the ones that designed the concept for that hidden chest, for a Banjo Threeie at the ending. They might have made that tech demo for Nintendo showcasing what Banjo 3 could look like on Nintendo. So now it's your turn to let me know in the comments down below what you think on everything we spoke about today. Is Banjo 3 real? Was it planned? Is Banjo 3 just a fan made up theory that we are just desperate to know because we want a new Banjo Kazooie game? And would you be keen for a new Banjo Kazooie game on the Switch, on the next Nintendo Gen console, or a Microsoft console, on whatever platform? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.